destruction of Commonwealth property, or a plea for help. The torching of Woomera Detention Centre today by angry detainees is just the latest confrontation in this outback town, but it's also the most serious.
It's turning into a national and possibly an international scandal.
Today, detainees arm themselves with makeshift spears and slingshots, the authorities with tear gas and water cannon. The unrest was inevitable according to former detainees. These two men were released from Woomera earlier this month. They say it was a living hell. Can I just ask you, how were you treated at Woomera?
We are we are deprived. We are treated like criminals. That is the question. That is the answer.
The detention centre sits in the middle of federal land. The media today told to keep a distance.
I'm just letting you know now, this is Commonwealth property past this line, and you're not permitted to go past there. Okay? Thanks very much.
Woomera is also in the middle of nowhere. Escape isn't a viable option. Breakouts from the centre, like the one 2 months ago, have been aimed more at drawing attention to their plight. But today the Immigration Minister took a hard line.
I can assure you that there is no way I, the government, nor I think the Australian people will be coerced by behaviour of this sort.
Those comments saw the government criticised for insensitivity towards men, women and children who've spent months in confinement.
The question is, how do you solve these problems? You have people encountering these difficulties, living in agonies for months without even an interview.
Well, we're receiving all sorts of reports of things going on in the detention centres which, quite frankly, are curling our hair. Stories of inmates being bashed, stories of inmates being spat on by the guards, this is.
Amnesty International has weighed in too.
If you treat people in this way, of course, they are going to react to their desperate situation, in a desperate fashion.
The human rights watchdog has called on the Australian government to cease the mandatory detention of refugees. Nick Grimm, Lateline.